All right, well, hello everyone. So I hope you all enjoyed that very epic animation. And so yeah, welcome to our first general info session. And it's a great turnout, so that's really awesome. And so yeah, today we're just gonna go over what PETCS is, our plan for the year, and all the information that you'll need to know. So let's just get into it. So just the basics, like what is PETCS Club? So from our past years, as a CS Club member, you'd attend our weekly lessons, participate in our events such as coding contests, a Capture the Flag cybersecurity challenge that we did last year, and some workshops. We also have programming competitions like University of Waterloo's famous CCC, which stands for the Canadian Computing Competition, and also EcoCS, which is a team-based competition that you'd go to a university to actually participate in. And most importantly, meet like-minded students like yourself interested in the world of computer science. So just a couple highlights from last year. So in this image, we have a couple CS I guess, university students from the University of Waterloo who are currently studying CS who came and gave a talk about like what they're doing and a little Q&A session. These three images are from our CTF event last year, which was really fun, and students were able to utilize their skills they learned to complete challenges and find flags. And that's how they solved the challenges. And we had pizza and Coke to share afterwards. And here's some images of what would happen in lessons. So you'd have execs teaching and then exercises. And yeah, so this is all very cool and all, but unfortunately, you all know that we can't do this anymore thanks to COVID. So here is our plan for the year. So obviously, you know that we're having a virtual meeting since we're having one right now. So that means that rather than meeting in person, we'll have to be meeting virtually through Zoom. And that will be every Friday, 3 to 4 p.m. Meetings will probably start around 3:05 p.m. just to give people, especially people who are learning virtually, time to trickle in. And it'll probably end maybe around 4:15, depending on how long the lessons are. And obviously, if it's like a PA day or like a holiday, you won't come because there's no school that day. And as you also know, you'll need a Zoom account, preferably GAPS to join. I think it does have to be GAPS actually, but we can check in on that later. And so yeah, here's some general like the meeting information, and it's also on our Google Classroom. So if you just go into our Google Classroom and there's like this arrow that you click and it drops down, then you'll find the meeting link there as well. And here's also the meeting ID and passcode for your reference. We'll also be posting these slides in our Google Classroom. So like, don't be worried if you can't get any of this information right now.
Okay, so for our teaching plan, we'll be hosting two separate and simultaneous courses that'll be like happening at the same time. So Intro to Python will be like more targeted towards beginners, and you'll be learning like the basics of Python. And competitive programming is more for advanced members. So you'll be learning more advanced stuff like algorithms and data structures. So at the beginning of each meeting, all the members will be divided into each of two breakout rooms, and each breakout room will have their own lessons, exercises, etc. And here's some info on each stream. Okay, so Python, you'll be learning fundamental computer science topics. You'll be learning to code Python, and what we'll be doing is some hands-on exercises and mini projects. And at the end, we'll be doing a final project.
Yeah, so in total, we have 8 execs here at the Computer Science Club, and 4 will be teaching Intro to Python, and 4 will be teaching competitive programming. So here are the 4 execs that will be teaching Python. So first, hi, I'm Albert. I'm in grade 12. And I guess the reason that I'm most interested in computer science is machine learning and AI, because I think there's a really big potential for it to transform humanity. And you can also do some really cool stuff with it.
Hi, I'm Eddie Zhang, grade 10, and my favorite part about computer science is epic gaming. Yes, because you can make games with computer science.
Ethan?
Oh, sorry. I was muted. Sorry. Hi, I'm Ethan. I love video games. It's the reason I went into computer science, and it's the reason I continue loving computer science. Unfortunately, Lucy wasn't able to join us this meeting. She had prior commitments, but she's also super excited. She's in grade 12, and she's stoked to teach you guys.
The second stream we have is the competitive programming stream. So in this stream, you learn about very useful algorithms and data structures, many of which you can use in your real life. You can make cool projects and compete in contests like CCC and ECOO. These are really cool for university and also even for your CS careers. Also, you can participate in our self-hosted contests and mock practices, and we will be giving out prizes, so stay tuned for those.
Hello, my name is Jake Zhang. I do Python and Java. The main reason I continue with my coding career is mainly due to video games and the ability to create them.
Hi, I'm Jerry. I'm in grade 11 and I know Python, Java, and C++. And the reason I really like CS is first of all for CP because you can competitive programming because you can do some really cool things with it and you can make your programs a lot faster. And also I'm interested in development because you can make some pretty cool things and learn some very useful languages.
Hi, my name is Ryan, and I'm going to be teaching competitive programming. And that's one of the main reasons why I decided to study computer science is because I really like competitive programming and problem solving, and you're going to be doing a lot of that in our lessons.
Hi, I'm Matthew Gong, and I know of quite a few languages. I know Python, Java, and C++. And the main reason I like computer science is like Albert, I'm really interested in the possibility of machine learning, and I'm just also very interested in the thought of computer automating almost every aspect of what humans don't need to do anymore. Like, I don't know, of just counting things where robots have taken over.
Okay, so which stream should you choose? So as I said before, Intro to Python is for beginners who have pretty much little or no programming experience, so you don't need to know anything beforehand. And competitive programming, if you've taken a computer science course at Purely Trudeau, you'll want to do this one. So you need to know the basics of at least one programming language, and some prerequisite knowledge you need to know is input, output, basic math, if-else statements, loops, functions, arrays, etc.
So for the CP stream, here is some review material you could look at to familiarize with what we might cover. So first, here's a link called CS Circles. It's really, really cool. It contains a lot of topics that are really cool for CP and just CS in general. We also have W3 Schools. This is more of an intro site, so it takes you through like a course thingy and it teaches you Python. It has a course for Python in it, and it's really, really helpful. I learned Python using W3 Schools, and you can go from Python intro all the way to Python arrays, and if you understand that, you'll have virtually no problem with CP. And also, we will most likely be teaching in Python, but we'll also use other languages like Java or C++, depending on what you guys want us to use.
Oh yeah, just as a note, you can access these links on our Google Classroom because we will be posting these slides on there. Yeah.
Right, and also if you're planning on going into CP, it would be good to look over these materials during the next week because we're going to be starting our first lesson next Friday.
So the Intro to Python and competitive programming streams will start next week, and they'll go into mid-February because that's when the CCC happens. And afterwards, we may merge the streams into one of these topics, which are machine learning, game development, hacking, or web development. But in the end, it's up to your choice from the Google Forms.
All right, so as for our club community, because we all know it's tough to feel like part of a community during a pandemic, we have our Google Classroom, our Discord, our YouTube, and our Instagram, all accessible on this slide if you access it after our meeting. So for a Google Classroom, which the class code is there if you guys want to join it now, we'll have important announcements, lesson slides, videos, and updates. You can feel free to ask general questions in the comment section of each post or in the stream. For our Discord, you can get to know your fellow members and execs of our club. Or you can just, you can hang out with others, suggest ideas, collaborate with others, or just ask questions. Those are some relevant channels down there for in case you want some help or for hackathons. In case you guys missed a meeting or just can't attend for whatever reason, all our lessons will be posted on our YouTube, PETCS Club. So even if you're busy on Fridays, you can still have almost the same experience as everyone else.
And finally, we have our Instagram channel, which contains updates and announcements on upcoming lessons or events. You can also do a lot of quizzes to test your knowledge. I see a lot of you have already tried those. Or to learn more about the world of CS, we'll be posting a lot of cool new bits of information there. And we'll also feature your cool projects and creations. If you make something really cool, we might put it on there. And all links can be found on our link tree. So if you click this link, you can get access to all of our links, including Google Classroom, Discord, YouTube, Instagram, and Zoom. And here's some frequently asked questions. Do you need to know any code to join? Well, absolutely not, because we welcome all skill levels, and we will tailor our content so that everybody is just beyond their comfort zone. And also, you don't need to download anything to start, but you can feel free to download any coding material you wish to check out. And the question that's probably on all of your minds is, how do I sign up? Well, to sign up, all you have to do is fill out this Google form by next Wednesday, and the Google form is here. And we'll also post this, we'll post all of this on the Google Classroom so you can have access to this link. All you have to do is fill it out.